So today we're gonna install hood pins for on this RS4. The hood of the RS4 has this rib here, so we're gonna try to go on that side here, and so the only spot that will reach us unless we want to go on the other side of the headlight is gonna be to put the stud just here at the edge of the headlight mount. So we are just gonna drill here. So here I have drilled my 7/16 hole. That is just the size of the stud that I'm even gonna be able to thread through. The stud itself, I shortened it to about 3.5 inch. That's all I'm gonna need to hold the hood and not hit the headlight underneath. So now I threaded my stud in. A trick to know where the stud is going to land on the hood, I take a little bit of grease like this. I'm going to put just a lump of grease at the top of my stud like this. And now I'm going to press the hood down until it makes contact. Well, it makes contact here. And now when I lift the hood, I know exactly where my stud is going to land. So now that I know the stud is going to go through that rib here, I'm going to cut an opening so that the stud can go through there. So here I did cut out the area with my Dremel and little metallic discs. So now I'm going to reapply grease on this to see where it's going to land in the opening I created. So here we go on the dab of grease and bringing the hood down. I have contact through the hole. So reopening the hood. And now we can see where the stud is coming. So I'm gonna drill a little hole here to see where we land on the hood. So here I did drill a hole in the middle of my dab of grease. I was on this. So now I'm gonna bring the hood down to see where my stud is landing, and it looks like I'm dead on center. So now I'm gonna drill a bigger hole to start to extend to see exactly the cutout I need to do. So here I did a bigger hole. I see that my stud is pretty much centered here. So now I'm gonna use the Dremel to expand. Okay, so now that we have made the holes for our stud in the hood, we're gonna use put it in place and lock the hood like this. So now you can choose the exact orientation you want for the pin. So there are 3 rivets holding, and I'm gonna put it in place and leave it like this, where it's pretty much centered. I might have to turn my stud a bit more, but I can do the adjustments after. And I'm gonna drill that in place. Okay, so here I drill my 3 hole and put my 3 rivets. I'm just gonna secure that with my rivet gun. The one in the back is pretty tricky because there is not much room to get the top rivet gun in between the grooves. So you might have to pry the groove a bit to get your rivet gun in and then tighten it. So yeah, I have my Milwaukee rivet gun, which makes the job easy. So the one in the back is where it is tricky to get all the way to the bottom. So here you can see I had to kind of pry open the back. With the same place. And so now sometimes if you pry it too much, it's just aluminum, you can just squeeze it back. But now I just have to do my alignment. So here I'm still a bit high compared to where I want to be, so I'm gonna thread that in to lower it so that I can have my hood flush. Make sure this nut is loose. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go probably a couple of turns to lower this. When I'll be done at the end, I'll tighten the nut in place. So let's see how that fits now. So here you can see I'm not completely aligned. So here I'm just gonna slightly pull on it just to align it. And you see now it just fits through. Tightening on the side. And I think I need to still go down more on that side. Yep. You can see I still have quite a gap, so I'm gonna continue to adjust. So here we are with the job completed. So you can see the two hood spin. I have no gap. I'm aligned with the fender, and good thing with those RS4s that don't close from the factory. So here I still have the secondary latch that I can open, but the primary latch actually never gets in. So here you can see my cutouts on both sides to get to the opening, and here my two studs here with just a few threads, not touching the I didn't put the bottom nut. You could put a bottom nut if you wanted, but I did drill the holes tight enough that actually the stud is threading in the frame here. So there was no need for me to put the bottom nut. Now I'm just gonna finish tightening the nuts at the top to make sure I have no play. But here it is, the hood pins on the RS4.